Hello everyone. Today I'm here with my beloved high school friend, Prita. And
Hi.
today, there you go. That's Prita. And today we are going to, discuss our topic about tolerance in everyday issue. So, the discussion about our topic today will be about adapting tolerance in the UK. So you all may wonder why the UK? I mean, we all live in Indonesia here. Well, it's because my friend here is currently studying in the UK. If I'm not mistaken, the University of Nottingham. And I'm not sure has she graduated. But
No, not yet.
to be sure about that, to be more sure about that, we will let her introduce herself properly. So Prita, you can introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Prita and I am a student in the University of Nottingham. I'm currently in my third year. I will be graduating hopefully by this summer, so in June.
That's cool, Prita. And what's your major? You can say your
I'm
major.
doing a Bachelor of Arts in Politics and International Relations.
That's what I wanted. So, where do you live now? I mean, are you still studying about online classes or?
Yeah, I'm currently doing remote studying from Indonesia because the situation in the UK is just not good.
Yeah, I see. It's another lockdown. I see. And
Yeah,
will you be going there again?
I am not sure. I think I will be doing everything online. Up until my graduation, it's probably going to be online. I'm not quite sure, but I need to go back there to go and grab my things because it's in a storage room somewhere in Nottingham. I'm not sure where it is.
Oh, okay. That's kind of chaotic. I think situation
It
like
is.
that, right?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah. So, okay, maybe you can move on to, well, I'm intrigued to know your life regarding to the topic in the UK. So let's move on to the next session of of today's session. So our next session will be the main interview, and there will be 5 questions, and you can answer it just in your own way, in your own words.
Okay.
So I'm intrigued to know what tolerance is for you. How do you define tolerance?
For me personally, I think tolerance is an act. It is a showing of probably one's willingness to accept or to adapt to any kind of differences, be it in opinions, beliefs, appearances, etc. So yeah, acceptance.
I personally believe that too. How I perceive tolerance as well. I do agree with you. So regarding tolerance, how different is tolerance in the UK compared to Indonesia? I know Indonesia has lots of tolerance. Of course, we have different cultures and races. Therefore, lots of tolerance within that. So, how about in the UK? Is it the same or is it different?
As far as my personal observation goes, I believe that both countries have its own ups and downs. They have its own problems. Personally, in Indonesia, I believe that there is lower tolerance when it comes to beliefs or religions. Meanwhile, in the UK, for me, racism is rather a bigger thing. So probably tolerance when it comes to differences in race is lower in the UK.
So races, I could say that between black and white, most probably black and white,
black
right?
and white. Sorry, black and white, and Asians as well. Minorities in general.
Oh yeah, minorities. Yeah, here too, of course. Like, how, like, what comes after black and white? Like, of course, we all know that the most controversial things in there will be black and white. But what comes after that? Like, is it culture,
Racism.
racism?
Race,
Like, as a
yeah. Racism is, I think it's a big thing in general.
mm, like, does Muslims still get discriminated and such?
Maybe I know in London that like Muslim is the second largest belief, but probably in like northern UK or like not in the big cities, in smaller cities, I think Muslims are still discriminated, but in the bigger places like London or like Manchester, I think everyone just lives happily.
Well, that's nice to hear. Yes, so okay, to deal with this situation, like, I mean, do you bring your Indonesian self in, well, to adapt the culture there? Like, you adapt with that with the local cultures? Do you bring your Indonesian self, or do you create a new Prita there? Like, I have to not be the Indonesian Prita, like I should make a new one to cope with the local cultures.
Well, to begin with, I don't think that I am the best fit to judge myself, because I cannot see myself from other people's point of views. However, I think that as a minority, it is my duty to respect the norms which already exist there, and I definitely think that I need to adapt, but I don't think that it has to go as far as inventing a new form of self. My beliefs have probably evolved ever since I lived there. Well, it's normal that people's beliefs evolve throughout the year, but it is not to the extent where I think of myself as a whole new different, 100% different person. I mean, I'm still the same Prita. I've just been adapting to the living situation there.
I see. So, like, when we call these tolerance, there will always be intolerance comes within it. So,
Yeah.
like, have you ever encountered yourself like any form of intolerance, like towards you or near you, near your surroundings?
Most definitely. I mean, as a minority, as sad as this sounds, I have expected from the beginning that some form of intolerance will happen to me. Like, I have expected that I will encounter some form of intolerance, and that would probably be racism. One of the most recent encounters, I believe, is in the beginning of the pandemic. I was stuck in the UK up until June because of borders closing and stuff like that. In the beginning of the pandemic, I definitely feel discriminated as an Asian, as I have seen people telling me to go back to my own country, go back to China, and they told me that, oh, your people brings the virus to the UK. I honestly didn't take it personally, because I knew that them saying all that to me just shows me how ignorant and how stupid they are, because one thing is that they generalized all Asians as Chinese. I am not ethnically Chinese. I do not come from China, and them saying that for me is like, I don't know, it's just a joke basically for me. But I know they were angry and they were showing like an act of hate towards Asians. Yeah.
So I want to know, like, where do you experience that? Where did you experience such things?
I was just walking to the grocery store, to the shop. I was about to get like my essentials, like my food, and when I was lining up to go to Tesco, which is the name of this shop, they were like, oh, why are you here? You should go back to your own country. You should go back to China. I want to tell them I'm not Chinese, but like, let's just not make this a big thing. So yeah, I just stayed there.
That's kind of pity. So,
Yeah.
regarding you, how do you cope with this situation? Like, mm, even if you did not do this, like what would you expect yourself to do when you see this kinds of situation?
I think it depends on the situation. If it comes to the point where I feel attacked or threatened, I will definitely stand up for myself and tell them off. But if it's like things like that, I just think of it as a joke and I just let things be, and I try not to think about it. Like it's just simple. Like I don't care. I don't really care. But if I see it happen to maybe the people that I care about or to other people in general, I will probably, if I'm able to, tell them off. Yeah, I think it's the best
I
thing to
see.
do.
So if it's towards you, that you will be like, all right, you just don't care, right? But if it's towards other people,
Yeah.
you may want to defend them.
Yeah.
I see. Well, that's such an interesting discussion to be discussed. I hope we can discuss it a lot more further, but we're short on time. I think, well, that's all for today's session, Prita. Thank you for your kind time to
No
discuss it
worries.
with me. And probably if these people want to know more about you as a person, may I like put your Instagram in the description?
Yeah, no
Yeah.
worries. You can do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prita. And maybe that's all for today. Thank you, everyone. And thank you, Prita.